Alright guys, welcome back to the 17th Idle Adventure video. So ESTAROSSA is now out, and is this guy good? A little bit of an honest review. And I gotta say, I really like him. I actually do think he is the best tank in the game right now. And also the best, I guess, the tank class, right? Because if we're comparing him towards, like, let's say Dogetta, for example, he is not going to tank as much, but he is our first DPS tank character. And I think that's the biggest thing of why you want this character. So if you don't know what the character does, this is his charge skill. It deals one little hit that actually increases his defense, which is kind of nice. 2 seconds, it's going to help out a little bit. But then every 5 seconds, he is going to attack someone in front of him. And from the person he attacks, the 3-meter radius from when he attacked that person, he is going to turn all characters towards him and gain the reflection buff, which is then going to deal damage back depending on how much damage they deal towards him, which, to be honest with you lot, can get pretty crazy if given the opportunity. We're going to try and showcase like a max like ESTAROSSA team and like just fully support him to see how much damage he can do. But I think the biggest problem, it's not a problem, but when you like use him, you might not think he's doing a lot. That's mainly because your other DPSs, you know, your Dever, your actual Escanor, are going to deal so much damage. He looks lackluster, but given the opportunity in the right setting, he actually can deal quite a lot. So, for example, this is my main team that I use. In fact, what I will do is put ESTAROSSA second, because to be honest with you lot, this ultimate does do alright, and you'll see like how much damage he actually does here in comparison towards the other tank character being like Dogetta, for example, right? And if you pay attention, you can see the reflection buff on him. So like there's one reflection, and you can see he does like pretty decent damage on the ultimate. Granted, it is obviously single target, but then when you start comparing him to his damage next to those other characters, because Escanor, Dever, even Merlin, for example, who are probably a tab advantage right now, they do so much that he just doesn't have the opportunity to do a lot of damage. But you saw he did around 200k. It's not bad, right? Where if you go towards something like Dogetta, for example, and we'll see right now, Dogetta is going to be at the bottom. 42 million, 60 million, almost 100 million there, right? Or 75. You know, did I need that extra 125 million? No, but it will make a difference when you're going towards a stage that like really matters. And that's kind of why I'm going to be using ESTAROSSA going forward as my main tank in a lot of my actual games going forward in PvE content, at least when it comes towards normal stages. Now let's move on towards obviously PvP, because that is where you're going to get most of your use from. The game right now is super laggy, but I feel like it's starting to get better a little bit. But if you go to a PvP right now, this is a team I am using right now, right? Where we have ESTAROSSA in the middle. I'm going to put Devery really far in the back, because the only bad thing about Devery is she does run to the back line. It's not a bad thing, but she runs to the back line, so I'm sure some of you lot know. And she gets attention off the actual support characters, which can be a little bit annoying, because then they're not attacking ESTAROSSA and they're not taking reflect damage from ESTAROSSA. That's if you want ESTAROSSA to do like the most damage possible, right? But if we just jump in with this team, this is like the ultimate order. Yeah, sure, why not, right? You'll see ESTAROSSA does alright. He's not bad. We're finding some insane levels of CC right now. Okay, the game started. I know it's really laggy that sometimes the game doesn't even start. But you pay attention, you'll see ESTAROSSA right now. Look, low reflection. You see all that reflection? And it reaches the backline. Oh my days, he did insane damage there. Oi, he's going crazy. That's actually like the best run I've gotten so far with ESTAROSSA. But it does reach the backline, and that's if obviously Deray doesn't disturb the backline. But like as a tank, you're not getting that from any other character. So he does go kind of crazy. And it's very fun to watch, right? So like for that reason alone, really good in PvP. And I guess that's the biggest thing, right? Is the idea you're not tanking as much because you're now dealing a lot of damage that you don't need to sit there and stall for like, you know, 20 to 30 seconds like how Dogetta does. You can actually fight back to where you actually don't need to tank that much. That was fun though. That was actually really fun. I love seeing that. I want to go up against someone like even stronger than me. This guy might even have ESTAROSSA. He doesn't, but let's go up against him though. Almost 1.2 G higher than me. So, you know, we should ideally lose here, but maybe we can absorb some damage back. Low reflections. We might have got stunned there a little bit. Ooh, we died. He's tanking a lot, though. Can we win this? It's just there where he's killing me, though. Oh, he's tanking, though. The reflection is not, like, because you have so much HP. Did our Derry... I mean, our Derry's still alive. And I think he might have just survived. Yeah, that's just like a little stat change or stat diff, right? Because, yeah, we couldn't kill his Derriere. But he's doing a lot, though. Look at this. Oh. Oh, if we had a healer, we actually might have won. No, we wouldn't have won. The game would have actually run out. Immediate damage on a tank. Damage taken and the healing wise. Yeah, he doesn't do a lot of healing. The rejuvenate is really, really bad. Kind of like, if you look at that numbers comparable to us, the actual healer, it's fine. It's fine, right? Like, he does get a little bit healing towards himself. He gets a little bit healing towards, obviously, Gloxinia. Gets a little bit more healing towards Derriere, which I'm sure probably made a little bit of a difference. And while we didn't win that game, it was a good showcase of how much damage he could do. And there was no way we were going to win that game with, obviously, Doggetto. Because you're seeing, like, right now in PvP, and I guess even in some PvE content, too, is there's a lot of AoE characters. So bringing someone like Doggetto now is actually not as useful because, well, most of the time your backline dies before your main tank dies. So why would I bring someone who can tank up damage when my whole backline is basically dead? So someone like ESTAROSSA can be a tank and tank a lot, probably survive more than your whole team, and then still dish out some damage a little bit. So that's kind of why I like him a lot. Okay, let's try the hard tower trials. I don't think I'm stuck on 34. I just haven't played as much, and I'm pretty sure since then I've leveled up my account a lot now to where we're probably gonna easily breeze through it. But what we'll do is bring ESTAROSSA. Obviously, we know that the tower trials, they actually do a lot of damage towards you. And I think I was dying in the stage. I think I did lose the first time I tried it. Where now, let's see if ESTAROSSA can tank a lot here and do a lot of damage. I will say, I do like that he starts off with the 5-second countdown of his full counter. Okay, he did a lot of damage there. It's not bad. 400 million. Obviously, Escalon did so much that like everyone died, so we didn't have the opportunity to actually do a lot of damage back. And you gotta remember as well is that, I mean, that's good though. 600k. Let me not bring Escanor because Escanor does so much, like it doesn't work. The only thing about the counter is that it lost 3 seconds, and it also, but it is 2 seconds if you're like you're not doing nothing. And he unfortunately did die there. So like Escanor doesn't matter, but like hey, getting that like extra 500k damage can make a massive difference. All right, I kind of want to bring almost like a full commandment team here. It's not really because okay, I need to fix my order in a little bit actually. We'll go like 4 heals to keep our characters alive. And we'll bring Derek here. We're going to keep that accuracy buff. And just keep on healing ESTAROSSA, right? I think that's the main thing we want to do here. Is it gonna be meta? Definitely not. But let's just see what damage you can do. This guy's got 4G. So let's see if we can actually get some big counters. I guess the big thing is they have to deal damage, like a lot of damage towards you. So they should get like a big Escalade ult onto me. Then it's not going to really work. Our Derry's taken... Yeah, she ran too far in. So our Derry died. ESTAROSSA do some good counters, but I don't think it's survived long enough. It's stacking up like crazy. Look at the numbers go up. Gopher just had to run in. And he does die. Alright, well... No, we don't. I mean, considering I didn't really bring a DPS character, we just brought Derriere. That is still kind of crazy. Alright, so that's probably going to wrap up the video a little bit. Like I did say, he's actually very, very good. I think if you want to get him, he's definitely worth picking up. And once again, I mean, to be fair, you get like 100k gems free to play every like 2 weeks. You know, if you skip Merlin, I definitely recommend summoning right now, especially when the next character comes out. Could be a Zeldris, which he might be a DPS, he might be a support character, and if we eventually do get, like, you know, Tech Commandment, you know, Assault Meliodas, then, you know, he's going to get a lot better probably. But I do think he actually is worth summoning if you have the currency. And it's ESTAROSSA. Very, very fun character to play around with. You definitely don't want to miss him. And since you do have to get him towards like 6-star, 5-star a little bit, you know, you might as well get him while the banner is currently at right now. Will he make a big difference on your account? Probably not. Not as comparable towards, let's say, Derriere or even Escanor. But what I will say is, though, it's a good little addition to make yourself do a little bit more damage and to replace a tank like Doggetto if you've been using him. And like I did say, I'll be using him as my main tank going forward in most content. We'll test him out in some actual boss fights later on. So we'll see how he works in that one. So guys, thank you for watching the video. And yeah, peace.